Well, I was watching that show, The Golden Bachelor. I don't know if anyone's seen that. It's a dating show for older people. Like, a lot of the contestants get eliminated by natural causes. And if you haven't seen it, it's a lot of fun. Like, the end of each episode, he's like, I'd like to give you this rose. I got it off the grave of the last person I went on a date with. I'd love it if you spent the rest of your life with me, all 7 days of it. But that season's over now. I think he's working on a memoir, like, I've fallen in love and I can't get up. But I don't know. I hope they make more dating shows for elderly people. Maybe like 90 Days to Live, Fiancé. Or like Love is Blind from glaucoma. I actually, recently I was thinking about proposing. It's probably not going to go well because I'm not dating anyone. But I would like to get married someday so I can have sex for the first time. And I guess... Someone asked if I'm saving myself for marriage. I'm like, not intentionally. But, no, I was kind of a late bloomer. You can probably tell by looking at me. But I was, the first time I asked someone out in high school, she's like, I think we'd be better as friends. I'm like, that's great news because I don't have any of those. But anyway, one time I asked someone out and she did give me a fake number, which I could tell. I was like, what's your number? She's like, 3. I'm pretty sure that's not the right amount of digits for that. But anyway, yeah, I've been trying dating apps lately. Is anyone else doing that by round of applause? Two people. That's probably why I haven't met anyone on there. I'm not getting a lot of matches. I think people look at my profile and they think it's fake. They're like, this guy's way too hot to be a real person. I was on a dating app. Someone asked if I was a grower or a shower. I was like, I'm not a farmer or a real estate agent. But she told me her pet peeve is guys that sleep until noon on Saturdays. I was like, don't worry, I sleep till 4 p.m. every day, so not one of these early risers you're worried about. But if I was, I'd become like a farmer or a real estate agent, you know. I met one person that was really into horoscopes. She's like, are you a Taurus? I was like, no, I live here. I also, actually, I went on a few dates recently. At one point, I bought a 3-pack of condoms. I was like, I should probably have these just in case. Like, 3 is probably enough. And it was actually 3 more than enough. So really, I guess like 0 would have been plenty. And they were expensive. I was like, I don't know if I should buy these or just get chlamydia because this is a lot of money for me. But I felt cool buying them. I didn't feel as cool like 97 minutes later returning them unopened for a full refund. I actually also, I did have sex recently. That's the main reason I came here tonight. I'm just trying to get the word out about that. But it was, no, it was a little bit awkward. At one point we were naked. She's like, you actually have a good body. I was like, I didn't like the actually part of that sentence. But, and then later I was going down her. She started doing like New York Times puzzles on her phone during it. And she was really good at it. Like she could find all the connections except one with me. And, don't worry, it's okay. Some of these are jokes, but thank you. Appreciate your concern. And I also, no, I hadn't had sex in a while. I didn't know what to say afterwards. I just like shook her boob. I was like, pleasure doing business with you. And I don't know if that's the right move, but actually I was dating someone for a while. She was really into sexting. She's like, hey, can you send me a picture? And I sent her a selfie. She's like, I meant a sexy picture. I'm like, well, that's a little insulting that my face isn't part of that description. She's like, I want something revealing. I'm like, well, I cried 3 times during the movie The Muppets, and I've never told anyone about that. But one time, she just sent me a text that said, I'm so wet for you. I didn't know what to say. I sent the thumbs up emoji. And that's not good. You can't just be like, I endorse your arousal. But I'm trying to get better at figuring out what to say. One time I was on a date in Central Park and we were looking at the skyline of the city. I didn't know what to say there. I was like, New York City. That's all I came up with. That's not good. You're supposed to do like full sentences, I guess. You can't just name whatever you're looking at. But anyway, then this guy walked by and he was just peeing out of his pants while he was walking, which I guess it kind of shows how good people are in New York at time management. He's like, I don't have to stop for a restroom. I got a lot going on right now. Actually, when I first moved here, I realized, I think I'm too polite because one time someone tried to mug me. He's like, give me all your money. I was like, oh, no, thank you. And I guess you don't really have to be nice in that situation. you're not supposed to be like, first of all, I'm very flattered that you would consider me for this opportunity. I respectfully decline, but I did do a kind of a crazy show a couple years ago. Someone asked me to do stand-up at the Barclay Center, which I probably wouldn't have seen my energy level and been like, we found the right guy to really hype up 15,000 people. But I showed up. I thought I was going to be like the opening act. They were like, we're going to have Lil Kim go out first and perform. You'll go out later. And I'm like, that totally makes sense. Me and her are both very famous, I guess. She's got a Grammy. I had a grandma at one point. And by the time I went on stage, I don't think people could tell I was one of the performers. They thought I was there to like fix the sound system. My agent's like, you want to do more arenas and theaters? I was like, no, book me in the back room of a bowling alley in Brooklyn. And he's like, we can make that happen. So as long as there's a poster of me, I'll do it. But anyway, I actually also went to a Saturday Night Live after party recently, which I'm not involved at all in the show, so I felt very out of place. At one point, I was talking to like comedians that hosted like the Golden Globes and the Emmys, and one of them's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to host an award show again. I was like, yeah, me neither. It's totally my decision as well. The Oscars keep calling me. I'm like, no, I got a lot going on right now. But anyway, I did go to the Museum of Illusions recently. I didn't realize a lot of the illusions don't work if you're by yourself. Like you go in this room and you look at a monitor of it and it makes it look like you're taller than the person next to you. But for me, it just looked like I was alone in a normal-sized room. I was like, I wish they have an illusion to make it look like there's a friend with you. That would be great. I also, one time I went to see Book of Mormon, the musical. I didn't have to buy a ticket. They just looked at me and they thought I was in the cast. So, they're like, it's good you're here. We can get started now. But anyway, I do watch a lot of like horror movies. Does anyone else do that? Paramount Plus? A couple of you. Oh yeah. What's one of your favorite ones?
The Witch.
The Witch. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I gave up on my I'm just here to get movie recommendations. But I've been watching a lot of scary movies. The other day I watched Hereditary, and right afterwards I watched Hotel Transylvania, which is not as scary, but that's really confusing when you see both of those. You're like, if I see a ghost, I don't know if I'm supposed to do a seance or dance battle it. But I was watching the Scream movies. Those aren't that scary to me because my apartment's too small for a killer to hide in. And also no one calls me, so I think I'm safe. But I saw the new Scream movie. It takes place in New York City, so like the scariest part is when they find out how much their rent costs. I also, one time I went to see that movie, The Invisible Man, by myself, and no one sat next to me as far as I know. But anyway, I saw this one movie called Split. It's about a guy with 24 personalities, and I'm kind of jealous because I don't even have one. But actually, one time I tried making fun of that movie online. Someone was like, you shouldn't joke about this because dissociative identity disorder is a really serious condition. And I felt that, like only one person was upset, but it felt like it was a lot of people. So, no, some people have like a magnetic personality. I'm more like the personality of someone who collects magnets. That's kind of where I'm at. I think when some people say they're going to spice things up, that means like a threesome. For me, that means I'm going to have hot cinnamon apple tea by myself. Earlier, I actually made chamomile tea, but it was way too strong. I was like, wow, I'm super relaxed now. So, actually, one time I was doing a show in Canada. I got stopped at the border. This guy's like, what are you doing in Canada? I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian. I'm doing a show. And he just looked at me and looked at my car. He's like, oh, you mean like a struggling comedian? I'm supposed to ask if you have over $10,000 on you, but clearly that's not an issue. So, you're free to go. I think that guy's job was like to confiscate my self-esteem. I do struggle sometimes with self-esteem. I saw this commercial. It's like, are you ready for clear skin? I was like, no. I don't deserve that. But I've been trying to work on it, actually. I started reading some self-help books. I started reading a book called Getting Things Done, and it's taken me a long time to finish it. But I did, I read The 48 Laws of Power and the Art of Seduction, so in case anyone's wondering why I seem so powerful and seductive, that's probably what happened there. And I heard about one thing called chunking, where you break down big goals into smaller goals so they're more manageable. And I was trying to explain that to my friend. I was like, yeah, I was doing a bunch of chunking. He's like, don't worry, it's probably just something you ate. One person told me you should high-five your reflection in the mirror to motivate yourself. But I'm so afraid of rejection. If I did that, I think my reflection would just be like, too slow, you know? I do actually have to get out of here soon because I'm having a panic attack. But I'll mention, I do have a lot of anxiety. I told my friend that. He's like, oh, anxiety is just in your head. I'm like, that's good to know it's in a place that's with me 24 hours a day. Thanks. Feel way better now. Anyway, my name's Jacob Williams. That's it for me. Thank you.